Hi, my name is Carlos Chavira, and I'm going to talk about the Cold War. So, the Cold War was a conflict between United States and the Soviet Union of 40 years. It was a very tense problem, and the main goal of the USA is to keep the communism spreading around the world. Some main events about the Cold War was the Vietnam War, the Non-Proliferation Treaty, the Sputnik crisis, and the Cuban Missile Crisis. They call it Cold War because both of its sides, United States and Soviet Union, don't want to attack each other directly. So that's why it's called Cold War. The capitalism is an economic system in which private individuals or business own capital goods. There are five main characteristics of the capitalism that are economic freedom, voluntary exchange, private property rights, the profit motive, and the competition. And in the other side, we have the socialist economy that will produce goods and service only for the direct use, and not like in the capitalism that they will produce goods and service for profit. Well, the countries that were world leaders during this time were the main characters of all this war, that are United States and Soviet Unions, and some of the respective allies that were the Eastern Bloc and the Western Bloc. Okay, now why did countries who were allies during the wars become enemies afterwards? Because they start to distrust each other ideologies, and like they were United States in that time was very powerful, and the Soviet Union too. They have different ideologies, so they distrusted each other and they defend their ideologies. So someone start a movement and then the other one respond, and that's how they become enemies. The Cold War almostly take all part of the world, like United States, Russia, Asia, Europe, some parts of Africa and Latin America, mainly in Cuba, and also in Korea during the Korea conflict. So the public opinion of the people of this war was that they were some positive points to the United States, like the implementation of the Marshall Plan and the Molotov Plan of the nuclear arms. And the bad side that was that all this war affect the civil rights. Both were very powerful. They have the nuclear bombs, the missile warheads, and the artillery shells, and 1,000 of guns and all that weapons. And like this war was described as a balance of terror because both sides were very powerful. That's
No, ando haciendo un trabajo. ¿Nervioso por qué? No, pues se están guardando.
That benefit a lot the United States, and I also think that the capitalism is more powerful and more functional in a country than the socialism, because we have seen it before in other states that use in other countries that use the capitalism that are very good economically than the others that still use socialism.